Welcome to this week's Top 5 of the Week. This week I am highlighting 5 global development publications for you, so I hope you discover something new and something that you like. Let's get into it. We are very much still in the pandemic, so I'm going to North Africa for a report published by the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa on the impact and mitigation responses of the COVID-19 crisis. This report sets out the socio-economic impacts of COVID-19 in Northern Africa while focusing on critical sectors projected to bear the brunt of the pandemic, such as tourism and transportation. Section 2 and 3 outlines the socio-economic impacts and mitigation responses taken by each of the 7 North African countries, which are Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, Mauritania, Sudan, Tunisia, and Libya. Up next is the Interparliamentary Union's Impact Report that details the progress made by the Union towards 8 objectives ranging from advancing gender equality to bridging the democracy gap in international relations in the year of 2020. With changing guidelines and regulations, the Union had to shift their way of interaction with their 179 member states. This required large efforts to accelerate digital transformation and reinforcing the Union's role in parliamentary dialogue and negotiations. 52 African countries are members of the Interparliamentary Union. My third recommendation for you is a co-publication by the World Trade Organization and the World Bank on the role of trade in promoting gender equality. Chapter 1 looks at the impact of trade on women in their different roles. Chapter 2 looks at how constraints and opportunities shape women's roles in trade. And Chapter 3 presents policy responses to promote women's benefits from trade. Still on the subject of trade, my fourth recommendation is a report on the implications of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement for the continent. This report outlines the history and background of the AfCFTA and assesses the potential benefits that companies would enjoy once the agreement came into effect. The report concludes by noting potential challenges that may lie ahead. This is a good introductory publication for businesses looking to learn the basics about the agreement. My final recommendation is a discussion paper titled Cash in the City: Emerging Lessons from Implementing Cash Transfers in Urban Africa. It captures early lessons from a dozen countries as they scale up cash transfers in cities and showcases how such support is rendered through real-time case studies. It concludes that big data needs to be deployed quicker, and there is a need to leverage technology to make payments easier and mobilize the informal sector for community targeting. Those are my 5 recommendations for you today. If you are interested in new publications, our Dev Dispatch Recommends article drops tomorrow with all the new global development reports published this month, this June. So don't miss it. Till next week, stay safe everyone. Bye.